Good afternoon. We're just going to give folks a moment to come in from the waiting room. And as a reminder, when you are entering from the waiting room, please do remain on mute unless or until you are appearing or testifying before the entertainment division. We'll give just another second to make sure everyone is in and connected to audio. Good afternoon. This is an administrative hearing before the Mayor's Office of Consumer Affairs and Licensing. Today is Tuesday, October 18th, 2022. This hearing is being conducted pursuant to certain temporary amendments to the open meeting law. That is what allows us to meet virtually. This hearing is being recorded and will be posted to the City of Boston's website. We are joined today by the Executive Director of the Mayor's Office of Consumer Affairs and Licensing, Kathleen Joyce, and Director of Operations, Rebecca Fu. I will read today's agenda item into the record. I will then ask who is present on behalf of the applicant. You will then make a brief presentation regarding your proposal, followed by questions by the Entertainment Division and testimony beginning with elected officials or their representatives. Please limit your testimony to 2 minutes, and please state your name, address, and affiliation, if any. There's only one item on this afternoon's agenda. The applicant is Park 54 Restaurant Group, LLC, doing business as Park 54 Restaurant and Lounge, located at 81 Fairmount Ave in Hyde Park. The application before us is to maintain and operate live entertainment categories consisting of disc jockey, dancing by patrons, karaoke, instrumental and vocal music, trivia, and floor show until 1 a.m. 7 days a week, added to the existing non-live entertainment license. In addition, there is a request to operate a TV on the outdoor patio. Who is present on behalf of the applicant?
I'm Tasha Hall. I'm the owner.
Great, thank you. Good afternoon, Ms. Hall. If you could please briefly present your proposal to the Entertainment Division.
We took over the space that used to be known as Fairmount Grill at 81 Fairmount Ave. And I began the process of applying for all of the various licenses that I was told, was in the space before. The reason I bumped heads because when I went to get the liquor license, they told me that the patio was included on the liquor license, but it was not included on the ISD cert. And so I was like, well, what do I need to do? Like, how come it's on the liquor license and not on the ISD? So I had to go through the process of going down to ISD and changing the amount of tables and chairs that I purchased that was already at the space, including the stuff that was on the patio, and going through that process of changing the capacity to include all of that. Because I used to be a patron at Fairmount Grill, they had live entertainment on the weekends. They would have live music. So I wanted to do that as well. When I sent all my applications in to Rebecca Fu, she said they never actually had live entertainment on their license and that I would have to go through this process to apply for the live entertainment. So at that time, I just applied for it. Even when I got the letter the other day and I saw it says 7 days, I actually don't even want 7 days. I just want to be able to have entertainment doing brunch on the weekends. Like I had Lisa Bello perform or violinist. And then as far as the DJ, as we their space, people are paying to rent that space and they ask if they can bring a DJ. Currently, I tell them no, that they have to play music off of the speaker. So I would like to offer that to the people who are paying a certain amount of money to rent that space. So it's not that I am going to have a live DJ there during the week. That's not what I was hoping for. The DJ part is for that private space. And again, with the patio, initially, the way the surround sound was set up at Fairmount Grill, when I got the place, they had a speaker on the patio, and I have actually disconnected that speaker just so it does not interfere with patrons, or not patrons, but the neighbors, the direct abutters that live upstairs in the apartment building and nearby. There's a TV out there that is currently included on our current entertainment license. So again, adding that to this was just so that it's done the proper way. So it's not anything in addition that we're adding. I just wanted to make sure that we went through the proper process of getting the live entertainment. I would love to have it Thursday through Sunday because we do Saturday and Sunday brunch. And people have been requesting that we do karaoke like Rincon does. And I told them we could probably do that on a Thursday if we get a live entertainment Thursday through Sunday.
So is your request, are you requesting to amend your application to Thursday through Sunday, live entertainment until 1 a.m.?
Yes, I mean, if that would help my case, absolutely, because Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is pretty slow there. We're not going to be doing live entertainment on those days. So I'm fine with it being Thursday through Sunday if that helps our case.
Okay. We're going to note that.
Sorry. What would the hours of entertainment for the patio be for the TV?
So currently when we put it out there, no one's even sitting there now. It would only be during, even though it's a year-round patio, no one said it's cold, right? So it would be in the summertime, and I would go with whatever the noise ordinance is for High Park. I mean, I live in High Park too. So if it's 10 or 11, I don't know, I haven't looked that up, but whatever the noise ordinance is for High Park, I'm fine with having the TV only be till that time.
And where are you in the process with the zoning for the live entertainment and adding the patio with ISD?
So we were approved for the increase in capacity, and I have gone down there. I have gotten an updated ISD cert. They were waiting for me to have an architect redraw the plans and send it to them. So that's in the process of being done right now. As soon as I bring that over to them, they'll issue the new certs.
And what will the new capacity be for inside, outside?
So we were approved from 123 to 152. And again, that's with the current furniture that we purchased that was already there. So we're literally we want to be reflected on the certs that's hanging on the wall so that it's, up to date. But unfortunately, because there have been a lot of changes with ISD and fire, I had to go back and change a bunch of stuff on the plan so that they have a drawing of where the live entertainment would be, which would be near the fireplace where Fairmont Grill had it previously.
Executive Director Joyce or Director Fu, any further questions for the applicant at this time?
Can you describe for the record the type of abutters to your location? Are they residential? Are they commercial? Is it a mix?
Both. So where Fairmont Grill is, the street behind us is actually up on a hill, and it's at the level of the roof of the building that I'm in. So that's Oak Street. There are some abutters that live there. In the building that we are in, I don't know exactly how many apartments there are, but I want to say 8 to 10 based on the meters that are outside. And they as a whole have sent us a letter in of support because their bedrooms is right above the patio. Another thing that we did is we even rented one of the apartments above where the restaurant is, just so that doesn't bother whoever would potentially have lived in that apartment. So we use it for storage. I've also, the abutter to the left of us is a barbershop, and they're only open during so many hours. Across from us is businesses, and they're closed by 10 o'clock.
Okay. And then can you just describe for us in more detail what your community process was?
So initially, when I had an abutters meeting, it was back in October of last year, prior to us getting this space. Again, we all were confused we all assumed that we were going to have live entertainment because that's what the previous owners had, and didn't know that. Even I know when I sent all of my applications into Rebecca, she said to me, hey, you can't apply for live entertainment until you go to have a hearing. That's not how it works. And at that time, Danielle, Francesca, and I'm probably just said your name wrong. I apologize. We went through the process of trying to figure out where the issues were, and we made all the appropriate phone calls to figure out what we needed to do to make sure that we were doing this the correct way. So I did do a butters meeting. I've attended multiple neighborhood association meetings. I told them what we were doing. Everyone was under the impression that we were going to have the same things that Fairmont Grill had, including myself. And so it was sort of a roadblock when we realized they never had a live entertainment, and I had to go through this whole process.
Well, it's common with the zoning that there'd be a proviso attached to the previous owner. So this is as a new operator.
And they had the patio listed, which that was never part of the original ISD certificate.
Yeah, let's just focus on this application and what you're trying to do at Fairmont Grill.
Well, I know
Sorry, not Fairmont Grill, at this spot.
Well, the part of the patio is part of this. So I'm bringing that up just to show that that's why that's on here. That's why that TV is listed on there.
Okay. Let me see, Rebecca, do you have any other questions before we move to?
We just want to verify that you said you're owner of the space. Are you, do you have a landlord?
I have a landlord, yes.
Okay, and we just want to make sure that your landlord is okay with the request that you're submitting for live entertainment.
Yes, I believe he submitted a letter as well.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. That's all the questions that I have.
Okay.
Great. Thank you very much. Are there any individuals who would like to testify, beginning with elected officials or their representatives?
Good afternoon, Chairperson and members of the board. This is Danielle Fonseca with the Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Services. The co-owners, Tasha and Andre, did notify all the abutters within the 500-foot radius that Rebecca sent to them for the plans of their entertainment license. They also did speak before the Hyde Park Board of Trades and the Hyde Park Main Streets at a community meeting that was on September 28th. Our office has received letters of opposition and support from the community for this proposal. 2 letters of opposition, one being from an immediate neighbor, Miss Kim Acevedo. I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. She has expressed concerns of excessive noise, trash overflow, grease smell, and loud exhaust vent. And another from in opposition from the Hyde Park Neighborhood Association, who just echoes those sentiments and is in support of that immediate abutter. These concerns from the abutter have been flagged for the small business department. We've also received 7 letters of support from residents and community leaders. Many have expressed owners have been an incredible addition to the community. They've extended great and welcoming presence to Hyde Park and the city, as well as their partnership with other businesses and neighborhood groups. And all of these letters have been sent to the board for review. And at this time, we'd like to defer to judgment to the board. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Chair, members of the board. Jordan Frias here from Councilor Ricardo Arroyo's office. The council would go on record in support of this proposal. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other elected officials or their representatives who would like to testify on this matter?
Hi, my name is Rochelle Centeo, and I am a legislative aide in State Representative Liz Miranda's office. We want to go on record as in support. We believe that Park 54 has been an amazing hub for community gatherings, and being able to expand that engagement is something that we are fully in support of. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter? I see a hand raised, so yeah, if we could continue using the hand raising function, that might be the most efficient way to get through this. First hand raise is from Scott Beatty. Mr. Beatty, you may please testify.
Yes, thank you. I just want to say I'm a 32-year resident of Hyde Park. I live around the corner from the restaurant, about a 10-minute walk away. I've held several leadership positions in the community over the years. Park 54, they've been an incredible addition to our community. They offer an excellent cuisine and inviting vibe. And Tasha and Andre have been a great welcoming presence to all of Hyde Park. They've partnered with our other businesses in the community And having this an entertainment license will allow them to assure their business will achieve success at the same time offering Hyde Park a quality nighttime nightlife venue. So I offer support.
Thank you very much. The next hand I see raised is from Kenya Beeman. You may unmute yourself and please testify.
Thank you, Danny. Again, my name is Kenya Beeman. I'm actually a Mattapan resident, but I frequent Hyde Park on a regular basis. I also work for the city of Boston at the BPDA, but I'm not speaking with that hat. I'm speaking as a consumer at Park 54. During the spring summer, I was there often, and I would say that I share in the last caller's description or sentiments of the space itself. It actually really brought a really great nightlife to a space that hadn't had that for a while since Fairmont Grill had left. And so, you know, with the music and the great vibes, and even like it added entertainment like spoken word and poetry nights there has really helped to entertain that space there, and something for neighbors, our neighboring community like Mattapan, where we don't have much there, to be able to go to a space not far from where I live to have some entertainment, some nightlife. So I wholeheartedly support Park 54 having an entertainment license.
Thank you very much. The next hand I see raised is from Melanie Day. If you could unmute yourself and you may please provide testimony.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Melanie Day. I'm with Hyde Park Central River Neighborhood Group. And I'm want to say that Tasha has been leading the great business. She continues to bring in nice patrons who want to support her business, and she continues to want to make things better in our community. The life of Park 54 has brought a great amount of attention to our neighborhood, which is a wonderful thing. I went down to the Park 54 one evening, and it was nice to see our town lit up. It's just a great thing to know that we have people coming to our neighborhood to bring revenue. Okay, so yeah, it's a great thing, and I do support what she's doing and want to do. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. The next hand I see raised is from Kim Acevedo. Ms. Acevedo, you could please unmute yourself and provide testimony.
Hello, I am actually the direct abutter to the restaurant. And since its opening, there has been every form of pollution from the business: noise, air, garbage, overflowing dumpsters. The restaurant has been open way beyond legal hours. The restaurant has been outdoor patio. There have been people on the outdoor patio as late as 10 minutes to 2 a.m. in the morning, 11:30, 12:30, loud gatherings, screaming, yelling, birthday party songs. It's just been a huge disturbance. I think everyone can support a business and that brings vitality to Hyde Park, but you know, it's the saying, not in my backyard. I don't think anyone has been as horribly impacted as I have. I've had to change the location of my bedroom. My house smells like grease. I've talked with Tasha for many, many times about this issue. One of her responses, well, I'm sorry your house is behind my business. So as much as everyone has been lauding about how wonderful it is, I don't think anyone would want to have the exact experience that I've gone through. I've had ISD out there. In fact, as of yesterday, overflowing garbage. I've seen rodents. I've seen grease. I've seen food debris, all behind the building. This has been going on fully since the beginning of July. I've written Arroyo, Consalvo, pictures. All of this has been fully demonstrated. So as much as I appreciate business coming to the community, I think I should be able to live in peace just like anybody else. These violations, if it was in Lexington and Arlington and any of the suburban communities, would have been addressed promptly. And I don't think I'm experiencing that as an abutter. And so I'm in complete opposition. Specifically, TV, I've sent the audio recordings into everybody so they can hear explicitly how loud it reverberates off of a retaining wall that is behind her building. And it just comes right up the hill and I can hear every single sound inside my house with windows closed. The two other restaurants that were there, I've never filed a complaint about noise. This has been a horrific experience for me.
Thank you, Ms. Azevedo. Is there anybody else who would like to provide testimony today on this matter? Ms. Hall, I see you raised your hand.
I just want to comment on a couple of things. The dumpster that is there, I signed a triple net lease, and there's a landlord who owns the place, and he pays for the dumpsters. I pay every 3 months for the triple net, including the emptying of the dumpster. It's a residential building, and we share the dumpster. I have even paid for additional days of pickup on that dumpster, even though the majority of the trash is not just from the restaurant. I have gone out there every day and cleaned it up. I live in Hyde Park, right across the street on 19 Pierce, and there are rats running around my backyard. So, and I don't have a dumpster out back. It's Hyde Park. We live right, the train station is literally there. I've called in multiple times, exterminators on top of the ones that services the building, and they said there's nothing we can do about the rats running in the alley because the train station is literally where the dumpster is. It's behind. So the rats and the dumpster, again, she said my trash doesn't smell like the Fairmont School trash. She said the food, she didn't say the grease, she said fried chicken. I smell fried chicken every day. And I filed complaints to the mayor's office about being harassed by this woman because, again, she sent me an email saying that she hears laughter and conversation on the patio, and you could hear her in the bushes on the video recording that she sent, which I actually went up to the roof to see where her house is, and you would have to walk through all the bushes to come over to the fence to record me on the patio talking to, I was having my 25th reunion, and I was given a tour of the restaurant and brought people out there. She said she heard us having laughter and conversation on the patio. So at this point, I feel like I'm being harassed, and I've tried everything. I've even hired grease companies to come out and look at the ventilation, and nothing is wrong with it. So to say that you've lived there for all these years and never had problems with the other restaurants who also did cooking and fried foods, but you have a problem with fried chicken, that's on our menu. I can't change that.
Great.
So
Thank you, Ms. Hall. And the subject matter of this hearing today is just for the entertainment license itself. So try to focus comments just on that. Are there anybody additional who would like to testify who has not yet done so? Are there any further questions from Executive Director Joyce or Director Fu on this matter?
I have no additional questions. Thanks, Danny.
I have no more questions, but Ms. Hull, if you could please send me the floor plan with the entertainment areas highlighted and the other documents I requested, please.
Thank you. This is the only matter before the division today. The Executive Director will take this matter under advisement and will issue a written decision. Thank you, everybody. That will conclude this afternoon's hearing. Thank you.